Good, Marcel. Appreciate you. Um, Trade today. They do look pretty much the same. Good boys, welcome. Which prop firm do you use? Think about moving to live? Moving to live with the prop firm, or moving to live with like um, a live account, like we're a real broker. And I'm not live 1 hour early, brother. Market opens in 13 minutes. What's good, Ryan? I'm good, bro. How you been, man? I think we're neutral, so I want to look for a return to NWAG. I think. Still think we're choppy. I have an ADEX account to trade normally. You can do that, yeah. Yeah, seen it didn't translate people to life. With the prop firm, yeah, you can move. Just make sure you choose a good prop firm that like Top Step isn't the best. Um, Tradeify is pretty good. Um, Take Profit Trader is pretty good. Alpha Futures pretty good. You just gotta know which firm you'd want to go live with. We're looking at ES today, boys. Last year of uni, yo, we're taking over after that, bro. Take over time after that. If you were to code one strategy and trade automatically, which one would I prefer? Good question. I would probably record. Probably I can probably do my 930 classic model and also a 1050 macro retraction model. So AM silver bullet model. Either or, I think they'd have similar returns. Alpha futures also banned. If it's banned, I mean don't use them. You know. Why ES? Why do you choose differently? Because they look pretty much the exact same today. So I'm gonna choose ES, which means I can just get more. I'll be able to risk more effectively. That's the only reason. Bias? I wouldn't say it's a bias, but I think we can trade back into new week opening gap. Bias is neutral. So if I'm neutral, what can I expect? I can expect return to new week opening gap. Yo, me with fun the next rapid 25K challenge. I say, for example, making another profit of $1 or something. Yes, correct. So you don't need a buffer, but if you want more than one payout, you better build one, right? So Alpha Futures is the only firm that you would have more money in that scenario. That's why I like Alpha Futures for beginners. Good Q. Good sure. Yeah, bias is neutral today. I'm gonna look for a return to new week opening gap on the S&P 500 just because it's better risk, meaning I can get multiple contracts in. You know, if we take a trade, and we'll talk about the game plan and everything after. So don't. We're still early. Give it 5 more minutes, and then we sign into the broker here. For the next rapid or legacy, If you want a very easy payout, Funded Rapid is a good option. I'd probably go with the 25K because those accounts get pretty pricey. I would start with the 25K and then move up once you get a payout. I wouldn't go straight to 50K because they're pricey. They're really easy payouts, but they're pricey. How much risk today? Yep, we'll talk about the full game plan, but it's going to be high resistance protocol. So just like yesterday, 2% max gain on the day. So I'm not looking to make more than $300 today. That's the max. And I don't want to lose more than 150 today. So it may be one trade. I may de-risk and take 2 trades, but that's the game plan. Who has tried Legends trading? I would not try that, brother. Bro, market open after 10 minutes. Why is that? And how long will it last? Forever. That's it. For many months. It'll change once the time in your country changes. You think it's early, but it's only because New York time changed and your country's time hasn't changed. So you think it's 1 hour early. It's not. It's not 1 hour early. It's just your country hasn't shifted time yet. Your country's probably waiting for the end of March. So I guess once the end of March comes, then you'll be in sync with New York. You know how it was last month, for example. How to use Fib? Which Fib tool? You mean like a optimal trade entry? Fibonacci retracement? Good, Vigo. Go to lead frequency. You're already in a buy position? Good luck, brother. What's special about tomorrow? Tomorrow's CPI. So when the prop moves you to live, do you keep the funded? So you have no, you get moved to live. All the fundeds will go into live. So if you have 10, 50K accounts at the same, no, depends on the firm. So Top Step will take 5 of your accounts, put them into one with only one balance. So if you have 10K, 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 you get a 10K account with Top Step. You lost 40K for no reason, right? Take Profit Trader or Tradeify. Those prop firms will send you to live with 5. You get 5 live accounts. So every account gets moved, which is really good. So do you recommend just withdrawing everything upon first payout on Rapid? For your yes. First payout, yes, Amir, I do. And then you can scale up later once you get the return on your investment. If you spend $100 on a Fund Next account, you can request 500 or 600. That's a good return. That's a really good return. Even if you only made 200, it's still a good return. And then you can build your balance that way. But I'll be honest, I would probably say Alpha Futures 50K 0 is what you might as well get. Because then you can request it all and keep the account. And it's cheaper. So like, you might as well. Like if you're trying to get a return on your investment, you might as well do the 50K Alpha 0, right? Oh, you don't have Alpha? Then Fund Next Rapid is what I would say. Yeah, Fund Next Rapid. That's okay. I mean, you can still do it. I've got to pay all the Fund Next Rapids. It's a good return on investment. This is the 15-minute chart currently. What is the best firm to pass CPI with? Apex is good. Alpha Futures 0 is good. If you have no payouts, I'd say Alpha Futures 0. You don't know how to connect it to TradingView? So all you have to do, brother, there's 2 steps. Step 1, go to your Alpha Futures dashboard, get the information for Tradeify, sign into Tradeify on the Tradeify platform, or you can click Launch Tradeify, just one button on the Alpha Futures dashboard. You sign in. Okay, good. Then you're going to have a sign in on Tradeify. It's going to look like this, right? You're going to sign in. You can sign into your account, Tradeify Propfirm, and it's going to look like this. It's going to look like this. We signed in, okay? Now, you can go to Application Settings, Add-ons, and TradingView. Make sure this is active, okay? Once you do that, all you have to do then is go to your TradingView, go to Trade with Broker, and sign in with Tradeify. And then you'll be good. How do you deal with post-over trading days? You just got to refocus in, brother. Yesterday doesn't matter about today. You have to remember that. Do you take the same trade on evals and funding? Like, do you copy trade them? I mean, it's pretty rare I have evals and funded. If I'm taking a trade on funded, then I will very most likely be taking it on evals if I had them, because, but not always trades I take on evals are on funded, if that makes sense. Usually I like to separate my evals and funded accounts. While you're early, I'm not early. Market opens in 5 minutes. Which TradingView subscription, whichever the most expensive one is, are putting your trades manually into TradeZilla journal. You should do it manually. Yes, you could do it manually. And how many points would you put the orders for CPI strategy on Alpha Future 0? 25-point entries, max contracts, and you're gonna need. So I think it's 3 minis. So 3,000. You'll need a 50-point TP. So enter 25 points, TP 75 points. Which trade copier would you suggest? The trade copier I use is called TradeScale.app. This is the one I use. It's really good. It's also the cheapest one. Allows 50 accounts. I don't think I'll be live for CPI tomorrow. But why are all happening before NY.AM? Times have changed, I guess. I've used them all, and I find that they're pretty much all the same. I've used TradeSyncer, I've used TradeScale, and I've used Copier, and they're all pretty good. The only thing I don't like about Copier is the fact that you have to. There's so many updates. Like you always have to do an update, and it's pretty annoying when I'm hopping on stream and everything. I like TradeScale. It's web based. This year, no complaints this year. February was slow. January was really good for me. And March, we'll see what March does, Really hard to judge the year right now. What level do you mark on the chart before you start trading? Whatever I'm looking for, depends. So, 3 minutes left going into market open. The game plan is very simple today, guys. The game plan is we're looking for a return to new week opening gap. Because I think we're range bound. I don't think we're going to have anything like expansive. Okay? I would look for this. This would be my main target for it. If we hit this, that's pretty much it. You can also look for a long from this level. So if we were to manipulate down aggressively, again, you're not expecting it to just keep going down. You're expecting it to bounce because it's new week opening gap. So set up to and from new week opening gap. Now, ideally, if I'm in a short, I'm in a position where I can take something off at these equal lows. I really like these equal lows. I really like those equal lows. And right now, I like this high for now, being intact. Should the market expand aggressively going into 10 a.m., I probably won't even look for a continuation trade, but it's an option. That's the main game plan today. Today, we're not going to lose more than $150. So whether we want to take one trade and risk 150, that can be it. We can do 2 trades risking 75. Maybe we do 100 and then 75, whatever. The end of the day, the maximum we can lose today is 150. Very comfortable number, right? As for potential targeting, 300. I don't want to look to make more than 300. If we can make 300, that's best case scenario. I'll even take 150, I'm looking to make between 150 to 300 on per account today. Not going to ask too much of the market. So, does Lucid allow you? No, Lucid, you can take partial with Lucid. I haven't really experienced any latency with TradeScale. Sometimes the first order, but all you have to do is test, right? Just put this in. It may take 1 second for it to copy, but then you're good. Going forward, you're good, right? So you put the order, you test the trade copier. All of them just got put in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And then once you do the first order, it's usually a lot faster the second runner by time around. No alum. I'm on funded. The TradeZilla treat scale in the trades. Yes, sometimes it does. Yes, I don't know exactly how it sure works, but sometimes I'll take like 2 trades a day, and TradeZilla will tell me I took like 20 or something. How long does it take after you pass an alpha to get the funded account? I don't know. I haven't passed it in a while. I think it's usually right away. I don't think it's end of day. Or maybe it depends on the account. See how we have a small opening range gap? That's a pretty good sign that we are sideways. So the good news is we have a really good target right now. If the higher this goes, the better. Because this target right here is really good. higher this goes, the better. Is that pre-market highs? Pre-market highs all the way up here. This black line right here, I'll make it a red line. This red line right here is org fill. So 930 opens and went straight up. I can already tell today's gonna be bad price action, bro. I can already tell. The way how slow that 930 candle was, it just looks like it's gonna be some bad price action. Small opening range gap, large day yesterday, CPI tomorrow. Everything's seeming like it's gonna be bad price action. So I guess we're probably gonna look for one single trade at 150 risk. Are you re-entering? Re-entering what? Not on any trade. How do you mark new week opening gap? Go back to Sunday's closing price, mark it out. Go to Friday's closing price and then Sunday's opening price. And once it goes down, potentially I could take an inversion here. That's an option. I think we might be waiting for a macro here, though. It doesn't look like we're going to get a classic model. So usually a classic model is quick. Like, it's a speedy. How fast that model takes to form is really important. You know? Essential features. What's happening? You don't need the essential plan. You don't need it. Yeah, you don't need it. It's an option. If you connect your Tradeify plan, it should be fine too. I wish I knew how this worked. How you knew what worked. What worked. How do you feel about the new Apex accounts? They're really good. Getting 20 of those, you could argue you don't even need any other prop firm. You could put all your focus towards Apex. Right? 20 accounts, you don't need more than that. Even if it takes a long time to get a payout. Even if it took you 6 months to get a payout across 20 accounts, a payout across 20 accounts is no joke. And if you can get one on 20, then you can very much so get another. I will be looking to trade today. How much you risk per trade on a 25K challenge account? I'd probably look to risk. It's honestly, if I'm being honest with you, probably the whole account in one trade. Because those accounts you can pass in 1.5R, right? If it's Lucid, the only 25K I've ever traded is Funded Next Rapid, and you can pass in one trade. So I would just risk 1K to make 1.5. One really good 1.5R trade is what I would do. If it's Lucid, I would just risk half. Risk half the drawdown. So 750. Risk 750 to make 1,000. Or 500 to make whatever half the target is. It's a pretty good inversion. The 15-minute fair value gap. The risk on that, 14 points. 14 times 5. I don't even know what that is. I'm watching this candle. That's all I'm doing. I'm hovering the sell button, but I'm watching this candle. This candle literally opened and only went up. There's no point to short it down here. This candle just immediately went up. And the reason I'm watching this is I wanted to see if how sensitive it would be on the retrace. What's 14 points? 14 times... Well, 7 times 5 is 35, so 70. So we can get like 3 contracts on a trade here. Maybe even 4. So I am thinking about taking this classic model short. Because that was some speed, right? That's what you want to see with a classic model. Even if I short it at the bottom, I just need a little bit more confirmation. Like maybe if we can respect this wick. Looking at NQ hasn't even inversed yet. Looking at NY.AM, no fair value gaps. I'm a little bit skeptical taking this. Like I said, we only have one trade, so I definitely want to take a good setup here. Maybe we just wait for the OB. Like that, treat that as an OB. Is there an SMT there? because that would change things. All right, we're gonna try this short, guys. I suppose we could do the P&L. I did it with 3 contracts. Not the best reaction yet, but I like the idea. Good narrative. 15-minute fair value gap. Took out some pre-market highs. 930 classic model. Same setup as yesterday, really, if you guys remember the trade we took yesterday. And I'd look for this and then this. So I'll just do something like this, most likely. Okay, we'll see how this goes. I really want my stop to be a little bit lower. So my stop is here, but if it gets a strong closure above, like if we close above this with a body, I'll just terminate early. So I know my stop is here at more, but the stop, I'm not gonna. There's a very low chance I'm gonna let it actually trade there unless it just immediately spikes and there's nothing I can do. So just keep that in mind. The stop is realistically more so like here, 802, for example. Honestly, I'm looking at this and I think I want to close if it gives me a chance break even here because this guy really should have already went below this low. Right here at 799. Watching this, really seeing the, what I want to see. New 5-minute candle high. I may look to terminate this. 796. I think I'll get it out there. If it goes up here, I'll just take it out. I don't want to be in that trade anymore. The new 5-minute high. Doesn't look like we're gonna get that classic model speed like that the same we got yesterday. Could just run a 10-point stop. 799. Do a 10-point stop. I'm watching this inversion. I'm watching this breaker. You know what I might do here? I think I can shave off one. Call it here. I didn't fill. How did that not fill? To put it in too late. Okay. Yeah. Make this too. Whoa. There she goes. Yeah, I want to be okay. You know what's funny actually? Like I partial that to try to take off the risk of this trade a little bit. Because I wanted to move my stop here at 805, and that's why I did that. I want to move my stop higher, and then we get the displacement down to a point where it's like, well, I don't even want to put the stop there anymore. So it's kind of funny actually, but they're a little bit more comfortable with that risk. Sorry, this should be 802. So I took a one off there at break even. So I just wanted the two contracts on. We're seeing the speed now, which is a good thing. Stop can be at 795. It's actually very funny that that happened. That was very funny, but whatever. We're here. We're here now. I like the speed that I'm seeing in this. I'm gonna set a best case scenario TP down there. Actually got a really good fill on my live account. The fill on my live account's really good. I got 792, so classic model. I want to be more diligent with the stop placement this time. I'm going to keep it at that 5-minute high. I've been using that quite a bit recently. These standard deviations, so. I think I'm looking for a partial here. Once NQ takes its minor low. And then we'll leave the runner. I think that's the best way to manage. Again, still have that high resistance protocol in mind. So once NQ takes that low, which I think is about to happen. Like it's edging by one tick. Naughty NQ. NQ's been doing that recently. Just edging. Look at that. Look at that bounce, man. Cruel world. Cruel world we're in. Did everyone get edged on that NQ low? Yeah, it happens. It happens. Happy with my stop placement. I'm just gonna leave it there and see what happens. This is bearish OB. See if he wants to hold. Be a good time for some displacement lower. New 50-minute candle. It's not the best. This would be a good time to break even as well. Cover commissions there. Account entry is a lot better. All right, let's see if we can get this inversion for value gap. A pyramid on my live account there. With a stop. Yeah, I think we're out break even just there. Okay, nice. Okay, we'll take it out break even. It was a good trade. Unfortunately, I was literally just about to partial, like 1 or 2 ticks. Unfortunately, we didn't get the partial. We're gonna wait till 10 a.m. We're gonna wait till 10 a.m. Unfortunate, we were right there. Cruel world we're in. Cruel world. Don't be jumping back. I wouldn't be jumping back in right now. The market looks like it's not in any hurry to move lower. So it was a great trade. It was a great trade. Unfortunately, couldn't close on your profits. Yeah, it was a great trade. Unfortunately, I really was looking for that low on Nasdaq. I was kind of hoping it was gonna spike through and I'd get a good market sell for a TP, which is why I didn't just close one. But I guess I could have closed once I saw it. You know, I should have just spiked right through. In hindsight, very hindsight, but we have an S&T here now. If this candle trades back down, I'll short that. See the S&T. See this OB. High, low, higher, high, lower, low. If we respect, if this candle respects and goes down, I'll short there with a 12-point stop. Was 12 times 5. I guess we can do a 3 contract trade. Take 2 and then 1. Yeah, it looks good. I think I'll take this trade. That'll be 150 risk. So if we lose that, then we'd be done. If it goes above that blue box, then I don't want it, obviously. We probably have to wait for a full sweep and move back down. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's there. I'm gonna cancel that order. And I think we'll just be waiting for 10 a.m. because there's no gap here. It's really unclear. Cool. Gonna wait till not. Yeah, I agree. Bullish price. I wouldn't say bullish. Looks pretty 50-50 to me. I think we'll definitely see a lower low. And to be honest, I don't think we're gonna come back up here. I think we're just gonna randomly dump at some time, if I'm being honest. I don't think NQ looks bullish. I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't think those equal lows are likely to stay intact. We broke even on the trade, unfortunately. I bought, I got cut. Yeah, you just have to manage your risk, right? Take the entry at the right time and then manage risk. This is why we set the maximum profit for the day, guys. This is why we do that, because this is what happens. Stuff gets edged, levels don't get hit, market become unclear, choppy. So days like this, you really want to just, have a profit target in mind that's very attainable and easy. We may have to decrease that from 2% to, maybe 1.5 R, maybe $200. Although every firm I have is you just need 150. So because we were up a good amount there, we're up 150. Live account was up 1% too. I like the idea of this SMT holding. It's way too sloppy. I am thinking about like a 1-to-1 trade that looks like this. That's what I'm thinking about. Like just a very simple 1-to-1, 10-point stop, 3 contracts, right? 3 contracts, 1-to-1, weaker asset, takes the low. 950 macro, but this price action is very very sloppy. This would be a very bad protraction model. But I'm still considering it, and I think I would do it for a 1-to-1. But if we lose that, then we're done for the day. Because we're only allowed one loss. So far, we're still break even. I think pre-market low is a really good target. And I also think this blue line can be a really good target. YM looks weak. I'm gonna try it, guys. I think we may get faked out here, but the narrative is strong. NQ rejected off first presentation. It is going lower from first presentation. ES is the weaker asset. What I want to see is this candle go up and then come down. That's what I want to see. That's why it's so floppy. Where's my entry? 781. Hopefully we don't end up. No, didn't mean to click that. Hopefully we don't end up bottom ticking a short. If it does come below here. YM hit true day open. We would have hit TP on YM. YM's great, man. YM's been literally so great. I'm sure the others want to come down here too. I'm not sure, but I think it's quite likely. It's like the market is so weak, but the narrative is so strong. Like it's a really good narrative that we just hit that. That's your 930 high, and we have a high resistance chop lower. This may fill us. You know what we may want to do here? Run a 2 micro trade instead, and just run a little bit of a deeper stop. I think that's the smarter play. All right, we're in short, guys. Gatie, it's choppy. I know it's choppy, but the narrative's really strong. So we'll run it with 2 micros, and we'll run a deeper stop. I don't really want to close it at this level. I really want to more so close it when it gets like above here with a body. Like if it closes above here with a body, I would just terminate. Like that's my real stop loss. But this is protective for any wicks. If we can just get 15 points, I'd be content with that. Or if we can break below this low, I can sell one more and move my stop here, right? That'd be good. Yeah, that would be, hold on. Be close, but it would be fine. Get an SMT there. We put the stop at 790 now. 789. 789.50. So we're under risked. We're definitely under risked. 7 times 5, 35. Risking about half R. I'm not quite sure how I want to manage this, if I'm being honest. I know I want my stop here, but I don't know if I want to break even at this low. I don't know if I want a partial one, which no, I definitely don't want a partial one. That's for sure. That's what I definitely don't want to do. My live account to let me put a stop loss. That would be nice. Doesn't work sometimes. Could just break even and hope. I think we do have to break even here, if I'm being honest. The reason I have to break even is because our original target was hit. Let me put a buy stop. It sucks, bro. I don't know why it's not letting me put a buy stop. Seven, 8, 1. Order, buy stop, 7, 8, 1. Please don't close my trade. Is that what's gonna happen? Okay, we're good. Okay. We took out the objective. That's true day open. That was my initial main target, right? Can we get lower if we just flush? That's what I'm kind of hoping for. I'm hoping we can respect this mitigation block. And my stop loss doesn't really cover that, but I don't really want to risk. So I'm happy with just break even and commissions. So hopefully we get sensitive in this mitigation. Real sensitive. Looking for that 20-point run, 10 handle run. I mean, we're already at 10 handles almost. This low is, again, it could easily, shoot, next candle could just pump. I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised. Choppy, high resistance session, high resistance day. YM's at new week opening gap. Q's weak in comparison. By weak, I mean less bearish. Like it's not as far down. I'm hoping ES can continue its heaviness. I know I'm choking the trade with a stop loss placement, but that's just simply how I want to manage this. Just not comfortable risking more. With high resistance like this. That's basically my protocol. Just break even and see what you get. I want at least 160 here. At least 16 points. What I'm gonna do is take one off there. If I did my math correctly, full TP should be the exact number I want to be up on the day. If my math is correct. If my math is correct, right? Because we secured. I don't know what we secured. We'll see. I think if it goes right here, I'll be up the number I want to be up today. That's sell side. That's below true day open. This is where we can start getting bullish from here. And if we can get that, plus 1R on the day with really good risk management, I'm happy with that. Yeah, this number's fluctuating a little too much, so I wouldn't know. See if we can treat that as a bearish order block. Nope, looks like we took a good partial, maybe. We'll see. I think there's a 2-minute gap there. 3-minute gap, okay. I don't know if we can survive that retrace, but we'll see. Go for executions. You guys can see. Short, break even. Oh no, sorry, this was a manual closer. Ignore this arrow. Short, break even, short, partial. In the trade now. Looking for this. Make my profit target for the day. I think we need actually $100. I need 20 points. I need 761. Yeah, we need 761 as a target. If we get below here, I can move stop here. Just gonna go ahead and move my stop there now. Yeah, I'm not asking too much today. I don't want to ask too much of this market. Could it sell off the entire day? Sure. Look how sloppy it's been already. And if you're trading Nasdaq, barely got to 8:30 open. We're not even at true day yet. So happy to take what the market wants to give. And if I did my math correctly, I see some accounts. Yeah, I mean, we basically need a 20 point hit here. So 20 points would be 716.5. I'll add an extra 3 ticks. You full porting CPI? Most likely, yes. I may move this a little bit higher because we may get an SMT. So I may put that back at 781. There is an SMT there currently. I did get out on my live account. I'm probably not going to trade my live account again. Just leave it at that for that. Okay, we're out break even. So, cool. So yeah, didn't get much. Market didn't give much. Similar situation to yesterday. We're up around $70 across each account, so not even half R. Can we risk $70 to make $70? It's possible. 14-point run. Good trade though. Did anyone else take those shorts? Did anyone else take both of those shorts? I guess I was already demanding a little bit too much. Yeah. Who took those shorts? I know some of you guys did. It was a pretty good short. Yeah, I was looking for a winning day. You took logs? Cool. Yeah, I don't think I'm comfortable longing while this blue line is still there. I think I would need that. Pre-market lows, highs taken. We'll see. I don't know how we're going to get it set up, but those were not good trades. I mean, it's not your model, so I'm sure you wouldn't know. I don't blame you. Don't blame you at all, brother. I do want to try to risk my anywhere from 55 to $70 on if we can calculate a 14 handle run. That's about 14 handles. NQ looks actually pretty good, if I'm being honest. You guys look at NQ right now. If I can calculate a 14 handle run and a 14 handle stop loss, 1 micro, I'll enter short one more time, risk my profits. Similar to yesterday. If you guys were here yesterday, very similar stuff. So 14, yeah, 14 times. Hold on, let me do some math here. If we can get a 12-point stop, that'd be even a 10-point stop would be ideal. 12, yeah, 12 is fine too. 11 is fine too. Yeah, definitely considering shorting this. Hopefully it doesn't go too far down. We can get some ticks up. Looks like we're gonna miss it. I'm gonna short it there. Okay, guys, we're risking profits. I like that stop loss. 9-point stop. That's exactly what I want. Can we get 14 handles? I may be asking for too much here. We'll just go for a 1-to-1. I'm risking profits, guys. If you didn't have profits, I mean, this is a pretty good trade. I can't lie. But again, what's more important than it being a good trade is managing your risk well today. So that's what I'm doing here. I don't want to turn this day into a losing day. Just taking the inversion there, very clean, strong inversion, right? Pretty aggressive stop. Normally I'd want it here, but I don't want to risk. I want to use the minimum risk possible. So this won't even give us a winning day. But I'm not gonna aim for more than that. We can see what happens after that. We do have an S&T here. If we can get below that low. Oops. I'm hoping we just spike right down. Make a little extra. $14 run is just too much to aim for, unfortunately. We could just go for it, but then I have to re-enter a trade. Makes things kind of difficult here. It's hard. Yeah. Some accounts need even more, so we'll just take the 1-to-1. Maybe a time for a new trade because this price action is killing me. Don't trade it then. If you can recognize it, don't trade. Get full TP. Nice, bro. I won't be live streaming CPI, no. Unless we aim for NWOG, which would be crazy. We'd have to break even. I guess what we can do is put it at a 20-point TP, and then just trail stops. Trail stops. So aiming for a dollar amount, 752. My main target for the day was New Week opening gap, but that was, it's not looking like we're gonna get there. It's not really showing me that like intent that it wants to get there. If we get here, I'll break even, and then whatever, we'll just call. I'm not gonna chase the winning day the entire day. So if we get below that blue line, I'll break even at that OB. See that stay open ideally, OB. And what time is it? 10, 12. Yeah, we'll just go from there then. Are you holding runners? Am I holding runners? No, I'm risking small profits on the day. Daily PO3 says bearish. It does. That is true. Could also argue it says seek and destroy. Yellows on NQ. It's possible. Still in. I'm in with one contract. Is it ever pyramidable? If we go down here, might as well not pyramid, I feel like. Break even and hope for a sell-off. Use buy stops for CBI? Yes, exactly. What happened to the price action? What happened? Nothing happened. Same. These equal lows are just too clean, you know, in my opinion. Age of lows. Would have been nicer if we held this trade a little bit better, but yeah. Risk management's important too. Is ES weaker? It was. Not really looking so much anymore. It is weaker. It is lower, if that's what you... Why does buy stops work better than buy limit? You have to use both, brother. You have to put buy stops, sell stops, and buy limits and sell limits. You got to do all of them. First IFUG 1 to 3. Nice, yeah. I took that as well. It's not, yeah, I mean, it's not that much weaker. They're pretty similar. They're pretty similar. At the time of the inversion setup here, like ES did go a little bit lower. That's why I traded ES. But they are pretty much in sync, I would say. Trading pre-market can be effective if you have a model. Say are upwards, you could do buy limit selling, but instead you do buy stop selling. Say are upwards, you could do... You can't put a buy limit above market price, brother. That won't work. That'll just fill you in long immediately. The buy limit has to be below price. You take the trade if so on the 1 minute. This is the 1 minute chart, brother. Oh, you mean this trade? Yeah, I can show all my executions. I don't mind. It just gets messy because there was some sloppy execution. Original short was here. It took one off to reduce risk. And then stopped break even. Shorted again. Partial. Stop break even. Shorted again. This is risking profits only. It's all 1 minute. This is ES. Why didn't you take the first FEG? Oh, yeah, I did. Yep. You're good. 30 seconds chart. A little bit cleaner. Somewhat. If you want to call that cleaner. I'm asking for quite a lot here on this trade, if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, yeah, I don't think it gets hit. I entered initially on this trade on the inversion. You just want to see a lower low? Yeah. There is an S&T there. Do what you will with that information. I don't see myself touching my stop because we're up $50, so I'll risk $50 and whatever the market wants to do. Like, it's a money management call, you know. Also, logically, it makes sense, right? The fair value gap here ideally does not inverse. So we're even risking less than $50. So we'll be up like whatever a little bit. At least we'll have a green thing. Now, if we lose this, it means we're break even on the day. We don't trade again. If we win, then we're up 1R. We don't trade again. This will hit bro trust minus it because of our not following my plan. I think it's pretty 50-50. Do I think we'll go down here? It's likely. Do I think my trade is going to be the one that delivers us there? It's possible. Silver bullet idea, right? Fair value gap going into 10 a.m. Your 30-second time frame. All this business up in here. JPP, JPY. I'm not trading that right now. I probably never will be, if I'm being honest. Alright, time frame price wants to go up, but we need to take our order liquidity down here first. It's not a bad narrative. Could you help me with bias? Not right now. I'm literally inside of a trade right now. You want me to give you JPB, JPY bias? I would recommend you just try to formulate your own, journal it, study it, and see what happens. Oh. This is why we set profit targets for the day, and we de-risk on days like this. Because this sort of thing is so... Okay, so there we are. We're break even on the day. Yep, I don't see myself taking another trade, guys. I'll be honest. I think we're just going to walk away. Another break-even day. We're up like $20 across the accounts. Do I still think it can go lower? Yeah, I do. But that's what I'm going to put in the journal. So similar to yesterday, man. So yesterday, did I move the stop here too a little bit prematurely? I don't think so. Maybe. We'll have to see in the future. Happy with my trading today. Follow protocol. So if you guys don't know, we journal every single trade we take on live stream. Journal. We also got edge. Like, it was kind of unfortunate on this edge. That would have been really nice. That would have been one and done, 1R, right? So it's kind of unfortunate, but it happens. We got edged. I think we got edged yesterday too. Trade number 1. Yeah, literally exact same trade as yesterday. Trade number 2. 930 protraction. So if you guys want to see the stream journal, it's all in here. Results plus 0.6 R. Trade number 3. So if you guys, if you guys didn't want to, you guys don't know, I always journal in front of you guys for everything we do on stream. I also have my personal journal, obviously. So as for notes for today, I will say unfortunate edge on the first trade. Could have made today a lot easier. One and done for 1% gain. Very glad I de-risked and only played with profits. This very content. Who put that eggplant, bro? Who put the eggplant there, bro? Put the eggplant there. Okay, so those are the executions. That's the journal for today, guys. Won't be taking anything else on stream. Short, break even, short, partial break even, short break even. Sorry, not break even. Small one, minus 0.5 R. Couldn't get those equal lows, but we were definitely looking for the right stuff going into market open, expecting at least this low. I really did want to just catch my trade here and be done. Could I have managed the first trade a little bit better? I think it's really hard to say. This was really sloppy. You know, so I don't mind it that I got break even here. Personally, I don't mind it. You know, could I have full closed here? I think that's one thing we could study. 78175 for a 13-point gain. So we were up around 130. It wouldn't have been the winning day. You could argue that was, you know, something to look forward to, but anyways. Yeah, brother, you're late. Market opened an hour ago. I don't know if you knew that or so at least we'll have a green day in the calendar. That's always nice to see mentally. Sloppy. I mean, looking at this, you could look for a silver bullet long targeting this high. Looks pretty bullish. Trade recap rundown. I mean, it's the same. So the first trade, that was the best trade of the day, guaranteed, right? Pre-market highs, minor buy side here, inversion. Literally the same setup we've been taking all the way down to pre-market lows. Now, market was difficult. Market was sloppy. I didn't manage the best, but it wasn't an easy trade to manage, right? But again, literally the exact same setup as yesterday. Highs to lows. Did you probably get stopped out in here? Maybe break even. Maybe maybe you switched your bias and you lost track of the narrative. It's possible, but it's a very textbook buy side to sell side play, and then everything else in between was simply just trying to catch that same original play, right? So that's all it was. And then we took out those lows, and now we're trading higher. So it looks like more of a seek and destroy potential. Okay, I'll look at the stock market quickly, see what stock market's weird. A lot of red, some green. But yeah, I mean, textbook setup, right? We've been talking about that even in boot camp, and we've been talking about this for some time now. You can pretty much always look for this, and because we had the gaps and opening prices lower, it was tough though. The market wasn't easy today. You know, it didn't make you. It wasn't as easy as simply short there, inversion straight down. That's what you want to see, right? You want to see short here, just go straight down, hit the TP, and you're done, right? Now, could I have managed that better? No, I don't know. I would have been so uncomfortable through all this. I wouldn't have been happy with myself if I just held that the whole time. But in hindsight, it did play out originally as we wanted. And I guess that's pretty important. So at least we were on side. So, cool. Blue. That's it. Yeah. Can you show your levels for pre? Oh, sorry, you guys can't see on TikTok. Yeah. So that was the highs that was swept. That's where we look for our short from. Target the lows. You know, wasn't the easiest delivery, but we'll take it. Why is Trade turned off on refresh? Got a really good long and now checked. As soon as you leave the browser, it's gonna close automatically. It's gonna close automatically. It's unfortunately, is it changeable? Yes, but it's more of a safety measure that you don't you don't want it, so it's always on unless you turn it off. Because if someone forgets to turn it off and something can go bad, you have to just keep it on. Yeah, you just have to keep it on. That goes for any web-based software. How to identify your pre-market highs and lows? Wouldn't you just say this one's pretty prominent? I mean, it's either this one or that one. Sorry, it's either this one or this one, right? Just the most obvious levels of liquidity, right? You can look at highs and lows between 7 a.m. to 9:30. There's two. I would have shorted it from here too if it went up all the way there, but it came here. And also, there's a 15-minute gap here. So that's why I also like that one. It's that 15-minute gap. I think you could look for a continuation long idea, but I wouldn't long it from up here. I'd be quite surprised if it just shoots straight up. Seems a little bit too easy, but who knows? What about holding tilt? I mean, 9:30 high looks good. AM high looks pretty good. And 963. 963. If you're comfortable holding the stop, yeah, I mean that would be the target for me. Range bound. Yeah, I think range bound day. Now, if we get a full breaker above here, like close above this high, yeah, we'll probably see London, and then who knows what happens after that. Who knows? I don't think anything too crazy will happen today. It looks like a seek and destroy to me. Yeah, yesterday was huge, man. That's what, very large, please be live for tomorrow's CPI. Do you guys all want me live tomorrow? I guess people want to see. I don't even know what eval to do. Why are you not going to be live? Because it's literally going to take. The reason I don't want. Like, I'll be live after CPI, not for CPI candle. Because I just don't want to sit there for an hour. That's all it is. What is pre-market buy side look? Just the high here that was swept. How did you guys do today, man? Tell me, how did you guys do? First of all, did you guys take any trades? No, we didn't get NWAG. How'd you guys do today? No trade Sonu. That's good. Yeah, I mean, I would agree. I think the narrative was clear for sell side here, but it wasn't like a very bearish today. Short. Longs lost with the short narrative. Yeah, sometimes you can be right and still lose. It can be frustrating, right? That's something that you always have to remember, right? You can be completely right about everything and still lose the trade. It's unfortunate, but it happened. Passive 50K, nice, bro. You caught the short, nice. End of day break even. Nice, potentially. Small win. Only on one account. That's okay, Vigo. It could have been worse, man. Could have been worse. Could have been a loss. And then you're like, oh shit, thank God it's on one account, you know? AMD stock. You guys want to do some stock analysis? Am I even allowed to show this? Whatever, let's see. Not financial. Oh, TikTok, please don't ban me for this shit, man. It's not financial advice. I'm not telling anyone to do anything with their money. I'm simply looking at stocks. If I get banned for this, I don't think I will. Okay, one sec. I'm in Nvidia. I can say that much. I'm in a pretty good position that I've built up in Nvidia. And you know what I really like? I like Microsoft. I think Microsoft can have a pretty good return in 2026 or 2027. I think it's. I personally think it's undervalued. Let's open up stuff here. I think that one. Okay, I'll say what's for sure on my watch list. Oracle is on my watch list. Coinbase is on my watch list. Netflix is on my watch list. Snowflake. Palantir is always here. Gold, I don't really care about gold. We can just leave that up there. Robinhood is on my watch list. AMD is always on. Microsoft is like really, really like a solid one that I'm considering. Apple. Apple's so safe. You know, you can just hold Apple forever. It'll go up a little bit eventually. Nvidia, that's my main position. I really wanted Google, but I'm not liking where we're at right now. Well, Google's really good. I think Google can be very good. Well, let's see. Let me look at my lists. If we're looking at like currently, how's MU doing? Whoa. Crazy. Crazy. MU, no. There's nothing that jumps to my eye. I mean, I really don't think it's the best time, personally. Not advice or anything. But I don't really think it's the best time. Could you start slowly, building up a long position? Yeah, you could. You could for sure. You definitely could. Why don't you care about gold? I mean, like, I don't need it on my watch list. I just keep it up here. Hey, where'd it go? I just mean, like, I don't really. When I say I don't care, I mean, like. That's a pretty good setup on gold today. 15-minute gap, 930 manipulated down. Pretty strong inversion here. Cool. Yeah. Elite frequency, are you risking 150 per trade? If so, I honestly, I was thinking about it too. When I was making my protocol for high resistance sessions, I was debating between 1% or 2% gain. Like, do I just go for 1R? You know? Which whether you take a trade risking less than 1R, aiming for 1R, or just take a 1R trade? Maybe, bro. Maybe. It's a very simple, nice little 1R trade. Very stress free. Very low pressure. One and done. You lose, you're done. But I don't know. It's hard to say. Got about 2R, would have been 4R if your final hit. Nice, bro. Nice, well done. Yeah, it's definitely something to consider, Ellie. It's something where you'd want to study your journal for. Like, go study these kind of days and you see, like, is there room to get that much, or is it fizzling out every time? Right, that's what you'd want to study. And T down here, and then it's just predictable. No, but I'd expect at least a -1. If you look at this, yo, is Ivan in here? Yo, Ivan, are you in here, bro? We're selling or buying CPI on gold. I would just do neither, both sides. Which is better, TradingView desktop app? Oh, please get the app, bro. If you can. It's not better, but the app is nice because it saves everything for you. So it's like everything's nice and ready. Nice and easy and ready. Any trades today? Yeah, ending the day break even. At least on stream. I may trade the PM or final hour on my phone. See. Trade Thinker versus Trade Copier. I don't use either. If you had to pick between the two, I would go with Trade Copier, but I use Trade Scale. So, how long will the market be opened at 8:30? It depends on your country. Whenever your country switches, how's the gym going? Pretty good. I've been consistent. I've been going still every day, or 5 days a week. Why is that? I know the owner, and I like the platform he made. It's also the cheapest one, and it allows up to 70 accounts. And it's very cheap, so I like it. I've had no issues with it for about 2 months now. I was always trade NQ, but the market sucks so bad. Might need to go for ES. I mean, it's not that much better, but sure, you can do that. No, why trade copy? Oh, it's just better, honestly. TradeSyncer, I've heard a lot of issues with TradeSyncer, and it's way more expensive, and yeah, that's why. You have to pay a lot more to get multiple accounts. Which plan should I get? I don't remember them. If you're picking between TradeSyncer or Trade Copier, I would do Trade Copier. But really, I would get TradeScale. That's the one I would get. I mean, it's the cheapest one by a lot, and you can get 70 accounts. I've had no issues for 2 months, and I'm happy with that. Yeah, Trade Copier is good. I use Trade Copier. I only ever had a couple issues, but it was nothing major, just like little things that every copier expresses. Trade Copier is good. Trade Copier is good. I can vouch for Trade Copier. The only thing I don't like about it is the updates. Because sometimes I'll wake up and I have to set up my trade copier and it's like update. And to do the update, you have to re-download the whole thing. It's not like update and wait. You have to like go to the browser, click a link, re-download, and it gets frustrating sometimes. Yeah, it's really an update before every session, and you have to be there. You know, I'll be live tomorrow AM session. Yeah, I think TradeScale is really good. I have great potential. Just make sure that. Yeah, you should do that. Yeah, do that with every copy though. Remember, do that. I've used them all. And I learned one thing about trade copiers. Never just assume everything is gonna run perfectly. There's always stuff, guys. Even something like if your internet connection goes out for like a millisecond, that happens sometimes. You'll never notice, but if that happens, that could mess up the trade copier, your connection to the prop firm, right? Sometimes the prop firms itself will have a refresh of the connection, nothing to do with the copier itself, right? But if the trade copier does that, what you gonna do? You know, or if the prop firm does that, you know, Tradeify's been doing that a lot recently. They've been like, refreshing all the accounts. Bootcamp 11. They've kind of been like refreshing all the accounts, and then you lose connection, right? So always double check your copier, make sure it's on. Always do a test before you trade. I always do my test. Even if I test it, I'll triple test. Just triple test. Like, it's important, you know? It takes 1 second to just make sure everything is working fine, you know? Just it's worth doing it. Anyway, let's close my trade copier here. So that's going to be it for me, guys. I have nothing else for today. I appreciate you guys coming through to the live stream. I will see you guys live tomorrow. Good luck on CPI if you're doing that. I'll be live at 9:15 tomorrow, so after CBI. I still don't know what accounts I'm gonna do. Yeah, if I'm being honest, I actually don't know. So, see, I mean, appreciate you. Yep, I'll see you guys live tomorrow, 9:15. If you want to join the giveaways in the Discord, send me a message on Discord. I post about it pretty much every day. And take care, as always. Hope you guys don't Tradeify. You can pass that in one day. That's Tradeify growth. I don't really want to get that because it doesn't make sense with the accounts that I have. I have Top Step, Lucid, Alpha. I want a no consistency account. So I'm thinking maybe take profit trader, but I don't even know if I can request payouts on those anymore. Like, I don't think I can. So maybe funded next. I don't think I have time for a chess game. Because this one Alpha Zero is so annoying. Sure. Yeah, PayPal's cooked for 5 years. We're cooked. I don't know. I can't even request on Take Profit Trader. I had to lose my account for no reason. I literally couldn't request. Obviously, I just got annoyed and I lost it, but we were at a stalemate with me in support. They were like, yeah, we don't know what to do. And I was like, I don't know. But I really like to take profit accounts. I really did. I was doing good with them. Anyways, I appreciate you guys coming through. I will see you guys live tomorrow. Take care. Stay safe. I may or may not make a post in the Discord about PM session. It's very possible. So we'll see how that goes. Did we win? Break even today. We took a win, but it was so small. I risked profits. Ended up losing those profits. We really did get edged today, though. It was quite unfortunate, you know. It was quite unfortunate. We got edged here. That's it. Actually, just the one edge. How much you risk on your fund? I risk 150 per trade personally. That's my number. $150 is my number on 50Ks. And I pretty much only do 50Ks, so. We're up like $20 on each account. We're up on the live account 0.5%. That one we didn't take trade through. I don't on my live account, you won't see me risk profits. On my live account, if it's a day like this and I take a trade and I say, I don't really want to trade, but I might as well because Propfirm end of day trailing drawdown. Yeah, those trades I don't take on my live account, which I did call yesterday and today. So far, 2 winning days on the live account, each around 0.5%, maybe a little bit less. So we'll take it. I mean, February was tough on live account for me, so I'll take what I can get. But CPI, so tomorrow, so the next 3 days this week, will be all regular trading protocol, I believe. Friday looks good. Thursday looks good. Yeah, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're going back to regular, protocol. Most likely, unless we have a huge run overnight, then we'll reschedule or whatever. But going into it, we're gonna be risking 150 per trade, 300 max loss on the day. Do I use CPI to pass accounts? It's actually never worked for me, if you believe it or not. Have I ever had a successful CPI? I think once. Once I did. I've only ever done it 3 times. Right? 3 times. And we got kind of screwed. Although it technically did work, I just messed up, I guess, Or Apex messed up for me. I don't know. Boom, boom, boom. Tomorrow will be my CPI debut. Good luck, bro. Best advice for feeling stagnant in trading? You got to look at your journal, your trades, and your wins and your losses. Look at the losses. How many of them are avoidable? How many of them... I'll give you good advice. Best advice for feeling stagnant. So I'm assuming you mean somewhat break even / not improving. You're probably a lot closer than you think. I would focus on looking at the losing trades. Don't even worry about the winning trades. Let's keep it simple. Look at the losing trades and ask yourself, out of these losing trades, first of all, how many of them are avoidable completely? Like, how many of those losing trades would you not want to take again? Where you're like, this trade I cannot be affording to lose. I'm losing money for no reason. It's not even a part of my system, or it's not a high quality trade. That's number one. Number two, how many of the losing trades could you have closed for less of a loss? Whether you went break even at a logical point, whether you took a partial, whether you moved your stop up slightly closer towards your entry to de-risk, how many of those losing trades could have been reduced? Those two things alone will significantly reduce your overall net losing trades and net losing amount. That may be enough to send you over the top towards profitability, right? If you're around break even and you can just take a couple trades every month and not lose them or reduce how much they lost you, then you'll probably be profitable, right? Yeah, similar price action to yesterday, huh? I am late today. You're late. Yes. We're done for today. Yeah, we took 3 shorts, ending up break even on the day. We took a small win, and then I risked my profits trying to make more. We're up on the live account though. Options where I've learned the best management. Nice. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me today, guys. I appreciate you guys coming through the live stream. I'll see you guys live tomorrow, exact same time. So good luck. Don't blow your account. Good luck on CPI. I'll see you guys on CPI. What do I expect? I never try to predict the news candle, guys. Ever. I don't try to predict the news candles. Buy stops, sell stops, 25 points on NQ, and the rest is in God's hands. You'll win around probably 70% of the time. The other 30%, you'll blow the account. If you can afford that, good luck to you. If you can't, risking, it's up to you how much, what you want to risk and stuff. So that's completely up to you. And I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll reconvene and see how you guys do, man. Good luck. And if I trade PM session in the free Discord, I'll post what I'm looking for. There is a chance I may. If this starts to really show a trend or a strong reversal, there's still equal lows here. I'll play either side if it looks really clear. So, till next time.